Hey guys, welcome to Journey of Crafting. Today I'm going to show you how I decorate my bag for the bag flip project share that I have going on right now. So this bag I adhered on my announcement video, and I'm just going to use this bag. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm doing actually. So I love vintage things. If it looks vintage, I love it. If it's like fantasy world, love it. Like I really love combining the fantasy with the vintage and kind of creating this make-believe time period. But unfortunately right now there's not a whole lot of crafting things that kind of involve that fantasy world, like dragons and fairies and gnomes and dwarves and elves and all that stuff. There's really not I don't think there's an audience for that, honestly, and I think that's why there's not a lot of material to craft with. Now you can go to like specialty shops and get books and then tear the books apart, but honestly the books are like $20–$30, so you don't really want to tear them apart. So anyway, I am going to do my best version of that, and instead of incorporating the fantasy, I'm going to incorporate the vintage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink all of the edges of this bag here. The next thing I'm going to do is tell you that I have picked out this piece of paper from the salvage district from Prima Marketing. I really love all of their paper lines. I don't think I have found one yet that I don't like. This is just a glimpse of this particular paper pad. This is an A4 paper pad, so it's similar to an 8.5 by 11, but it's not the same dimensions. So this is the paper that I just picked right there. So I absolutely love their paper because it's no matter what theme it is, it's still very vintagey looking. So I couldn't decide what I wanted to do here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink the edges, and I think I want to do black. I have a coffee color too, and I think that might look good. But I think I'm going to do black because this one's really dark. So yeah, alright. Now that this is completely saturated, I'm just going to take it here and go around the edges. And I'm going to grab my ruler and I'm going to measure this bag. I'm going to measure this bag. So this bag is about 5 1/8 across, or 5 inches across. Nope, 5 1/8. Okay, so this is 5 1/8. Now, what we want to do is we want to take a 1/4 inch off. So we want to make this 4 7/8 across, and we want to make this one, I don't even know if y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this one is, well, scoot way over. So this one is 5 1/8. So we're going to make it 4 7/8. This one is 7. Why can't these be normal measurements? Ugh. So this is 7 4 5/8. So we're going to make this 7 3/8. So we're going to do that back piece first. Actually, I think I'm going to do the pocket first because I want this on the back piece.
Your mask is on.
Maybe I want that on the front piece. So this is slightly directional. So I'm trying to decide like what I want, but I think I'm just going to have to go and do it. Alright, I do kind of want that on the front. So, I'm going to do, hello, I'm going to do this side. So 4 7/8. We're going to take this off real quick. She's so funny. Like every time she's watching a cartoon in the background, I can hear her singing like the title song to it. It's hilarious to me. Alright, so we're going to take this out to 5 7/8. Which one is the 8ths mark? Is that one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's that one. Oh my gosh, so many tiny lines. This measurement system is odd. Oh no! Okay, whatever. Well, it's gonna work. Alright, so what was the other one? So 4 7/8 was this one. This one here. Yeah, I did that one right. What did we decide on this one? This one was 7 3/8. So let's move this out. And 7 1, 2, 3. We're gonna double check that before we cut it. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So this is the little line above the half mark. So now we're going to go to the little line behind the half mark. That's not 8ths, that's 16ths. Oh, God. Okay. So we're going to go to the little line behind the halfway mark on 7. Yeah, 7 and little line behind halfway mark inches. Alright, so there's that. Oh, those measurements are fun. Okay. So, but in all honesty and fairness, I mean, that's what you get for working with a bag. You don't get perfect dimensions. So, we have this little guy going right here. And that is going to sit just like that. Alright, so we're going to ink the edges of this. And I'm just going to use my ATG gun because it's here, it's quick. Go out to the edges. Stick tape on your finger. And voila. Alright, that off me. Okay, now you're going to line this up at the bottom and on the sides. And line this up at the bottom. Push it down a little bit further. Alright, so there's that. That's so not center, but that's okay. Because we're not perfect. And I'm so not perfect. Alright, so this actually will go quite nicely right there. So now I'm going to measure this, and this is 5 and now this is actually 5 1/8. So when I measure, then I cut them on the right lines, but I don't necessarily say them on the right lines because there's too many freaking lines and numbers and anyway. This is 3 and oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3 and 3/16. Oh jeez. Okay, so this is 3 3/16. Now we're going to, what did I say the other one was? This is 5 1/8. So we're going to take it down to that one. So 4 7/8. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to take it down to 4 7/8, which is that line right there. And cut that. And we need about 1/4 inch taken off of this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take 1/4 inch off. I'm not messing with the whole 16ths and this, that, and I can't add like that. So, stay. Now, we have that. Woo! Now we're going to ink the edges of this. Voila. So now we have a squeaky chair. Now we have a flip bag. So we have the pocket here, right here. And also if you wanted to mat this before you glued this shut, you could do that. I didn't, obviously. So we have our pocket here, and we have our mats here, and we have our pocket here. That is, oh, there we go. I was like, why is it not opening? Because it got stuck when I glued it down. So when you open this up, it's not going to open completely. It's only going to make that like V, because we folded this up and we took away all the fancy folds that make it fold into like this little box thing. So you have this. I am going to ink this just a little bit because it's a little harsh. It's pretty brown. The sides I'm not too worried about, but this top part right here, that's what I'm gonna fix. All right, so now we're going to decorate the this thing. Okay, so I finished decorating and I think it turned out really cute. Now I just need to add some not embellishments, gosh, that's all over the place. Maybe make like a lolly I think that'll be kind of a challenge, is to make a lolly to go with this that follows this theme. But I'm definitely up for the challenge. I think it'll be fun. And then create a card to go with it. And I will put the card, I think I also want to make a photo mat just to insert in here. And I think that's going to be one of my goodies, is to create a photo mat using the same paper line and put that inside along with my card and my lolly. And I think that will be it. I might add a couple more things, like as far as goodies go, but I think it turned out really well. There's a pocket here, and there's a pocket here with some goodies in there. There's a tag, a card, another card, alphabet, and a bingo card. So, just gonna move this around a little bit to break that up. And there we go. Got my key. Everything that I put on here, I used the Fabri-Tac for, because it's paper to paper. It works really well. Even the wooden embellishments, it works really well. The only thing that Fabri-Tac doesn't work really well on is plastic. I figured that out the hard way. Then I actually seen other people, you know, posting that it doesn't work on plastic. So, because the plastic just peels right off of it. And so this is the back. There's like a little photo mat right there. To and from, clock, and a stamp. So yeah, I think this turned out really well. Turned out really good. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Bye guys.